So welcome all of you to the online Buddhist congregation on the Asalha Puja Day. I'm Shamp.
I'm Bua. So today will be your MC on this ceremony. So before we jump into this ceremony, may I announce some arrangement to create the atmosphere during the online meetings. Before you come, you might see on the screen. So I just repeat it again. So here is our arrangement. First, please set up your name during our online meetings. Here, okay. As a username and your nationalities. The second, please always turn on your video camera during the meeting. Third, please respect the others by acting politely to create peaceful time. And fourth, this one should keep in mind, please mute your microphone during the meditation section. This is underlined. Please mute your microphone during the meditation section. Fifth, tell your family. If you are not alone, you can tell your family that you have an online meeting right now. And the last one, be relaxed, enjoy your peaceful time.
Okay, and for today's program schedule, we will start at 6:30. So right now it's already started. So we're gonna open the Zoom meeting application to let everyone join until 7 p.m. Everything's gonna start by our Venerable. He's gonna come and lead all of you to know about the importance of the Asalha Puja Day. And after that, we're gonna have a little meditation session and a little Dhamma talk with our Venerable as well. So after that, at 7:40, we're gonna light up the lanterns or the candles if you have. So we're gonna light up at the lights of peace and pay homage to the Lord Buddha together. And after that, at 7:50, we're gonna chant the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra, chanting together to commemorate the importance of this day. And after that, at 8:10, we're gonna make a resolution to ourselves and spreading love and kindness to other people in the whole world as well together. So all of the ceremonies gonna finish by 8:30, and that's all for today. So Asalha Puja Day takes place on the full moon day of the 8th lunar month every year to commemorate the day that the Lord Buddha gave the first preach or the first teaching of him as the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra chanting. So causing the Dhamma wheel to start turning and the middle way path shown brightly within. So today, as a Buddhist, we will celebrate this day and pay homage to the Lord Buddha by making merit together through the act of dana, sila, and bhavana. So I think all of you may know already what the dana, sila, and bhavana is. So right now I'm gonna show you how it's important to do all of these things on this day. So for dana, we're gonna light up the candles to offer to the Lord Buddha. And for sila, today we're gonna observe ourselves, observe our mind, not to hurt anyone's mind or anyone's body. And for bhavana, we're gonna have a little meditation session together to purify our mind. And all together with the chanting of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra, will collect your mind at the center of your body and get ready to be pure. And also you can have the great mind for sharing loving kindness to other people as well. Thus, you gain a lot of merit today, and you will be able to share this whole merit to all of your beloved ones. For example, your family, your friends, or maybe all living beings in the world as well, with us by at the end of the ceremonies today.
So moreover, tomorrow is also the Buddhist Lent Day or beginning of the rainy season, rainy retreat in Thai. Also, it's 3 months. It's as a good chance for us to make a resolution. If you pass the New Year resolution, you can set it up in this time, in this rain retreat season. So you can make the resolution on yourself, and what we are going to do for refrain from during these 3 months while we are waiting for the ceremony. You can think about it, about your resolution, and after the ceremony ends, so we can come and share together.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone, again. So for the newcomers that just arrived in this application, the Zoom meeting online. So welcome all of you to the Asalha Puja congregation today that we're gonna celebrate this day for commemorate the whole of good thing that's happened back to 2,500 years ago, that the Lord Buddha have his first preach to his disciples, the first disciples. So I think the history may meditation instructor or the venerable will let you know about the importance of this day. By the way, for joining us today, we have some agreement that we should follow together, and we recommend that you could you please read that again before we going ahead to start the ceremony.
Yes. For those who coming, don't forget to check in by open your camera, setting your names and your nationalities, and so we can see the memorable, your beautiful face. Okay, don't forget to open your camera. And if you are not alone, maybe you can tell your family to join this peaceful ceremony also.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about what the resolution that we could make for the rain retreat for
Yes.
3 months. For example, you can show any example for.
Okay, MC Sham. So actually, the rainy season, as I told you, if you skip to tell the truth, if you are fail on the New Year resolution, you can set it up. We can count. We can start everything again and again. So the rainy season is a good time because in Thai, with the rainy season, it's a good weather. It's moist and cool. So that's why um, many of you, if the atmosphere is not um, supportable, but if you have a heart, so you can set up the resolution also. So for me, during this time in Thai, we have a very big problem. I think all the whole world, like COVID-19. So that's why we will pray for the world, and also I will set up my resolution. So before I meditating, I will stretching at least 15 minutes. It's good for myself. And also, if you guys do, it's kind of like the good things for yourself. You can do the things to show that you love yourself. Yes. What about MC Sham?
So especially I think it's a good chance or the good opportunity to make a resolution to offer this to the Lord Buddha, because during this whole period of the rain retreat, it's actually in our culture we normally do the good things to change the habits or the bad habit to be better. For example, if you like wake up late in the morning, I would recommend myself to wake up earlier, for example, because earlier to wake up earlier in the morning like provide us to do good things in our life. For example, you may pay homage to the Lord Buddha in the morning, or you may have some little meditation session in the morning as well. Anything that is good can happen in the early morning. So if you are diligent and start yourself like to be active since the morning, everything like following by the end of the day will be good as well. Yeah, for example. So I will wish and make the resolution that all the good thing that I'm gonna make for this rain retreat, I will offer to the Lord Buddha, as it's gonna finally it will result in making the great merit to myself as well.
Yes.
So for example, like that.
Yeah, just like start with small things that you can do day by day. Just not just like you think big, but sometimes we can just make in a small. So that's why just start with a small thing, like make your bed. After you wake up, you make your bed properly, so you can start the day just like you don't want to go to the bed anymore. You can finish the whole day by starting with make your bed, something like that.
ช่างยังปิดไมค์ตัวเองครับพูดจบเพราะว่าเสียงลมจะเข้าไมค์พี่
Yeah, and that is an example of resolution that by the end of the ceremonies, we're gonna let you share your personal resolution to inspire other people to do the good deeds like you as well. So let's think about it right now, and after the ceremony ends at 8:30. Or maybe approximately earlier than that a little bit, so we will share it together.
Yes, come early, you can have the time to think more. Just think it during we waiting for the right time to join the ceremony together. We will wait for our venerable. Yes. So now you still have time. Yes. So take your time.
So anyway, as I mentioned earlier about the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra, the first teaching of the Lord Buddha, is very important, especially on this day, because it's the day that the Lord Buddha gave. Once I said that back to 2,500 years ago on this day, the Lord Buddha gave his first preach to his disciple. So I think you already know Phra Anya Konpanya already, and he is the first monk. He was the first monk in Buddhism. So that is another auspicious event that takes place back to 2,500 years ago. So all that I would like you to know about the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra is the middle way path, not to lose and not to tense in everything, including when you practice meditation as well. So our master in the temple always taught me to like be relaxed and not to relax and not to tense to practice meditation. We have to make it in balance, and we can get through and practice meditation more effectively. Yes, according to this teaching of the Lord Buddha as well. If we can follow and we can make up our mind to start from today to practice and follow the footsteps of the Lord Buddha like this, I think in the near future, you get the great benefit from practicing the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra chanting as well.
Because this sutra is hard to get, I can say. He do parami along. He have so many life reborning and reborning again, because to get this things comes out and give the us, but we cannot have like his teaching to guide us how to live happy and peacefully. So that's why in this day is much more important. So everyone stay focused. Yes. So this sutra is for me as a Buddhist, I still learning, because it's indeed depends on your practice. Yes, by meditating and by reading Dhamma. Yes, Dhamma is kind of like the nature. So the nature is just like he tell the truth, he bring the truth to this earth. Yes, and make it understandable. Yeah. So in kind of like this way that I learned. So the great teaching monks, our teaching monk, kind of like summarize it and make it easy to understanding. Yeah. So this sutra is tell about the four noble truths.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So before that, we don't have this sutra. We don't know that we are suffer. We don't know how the things in life happen is called suffer, and why do we suffer, and how can we get rid of it. So with this sutra, if you practice, you can give it, you can pass this suffer. So that's why it's very important.
So it's not easy, right, to
Yeah, it's not
overcome
easy.
all obstacles in life, especially the sufferings that we all encounter every day in every daily life. So if we get things and we don't like, we don't get things that we want, so we get suffer. So everything in our life is suffering. So it's much easier for us to understand what this sutra is telling you, because it will help you a lot if you understand to get rid of all sufferings in life as well. But it's like what you said, Nong Bua, because it's not easy to practice. But if you like practice, starting today to practice a little by little, you will understand more about it, and you will easily overcome or starting from the little sufferings in life first, and then eventually you can get rid of all sufferings.
Yes, everyone can do it. At least in this hour, we comes together, so that's why we can start it together, and we can support each other. So when we come and see in next meeting, we can see our improvement again and again. So I can say it will be easier after you start. For the first thing, it will get very difficult. It's real hard for the first step, but the second step it will be easier.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's say hi to our friends.
12 chat. Oh, so now we
Okay,
have
please everyone don't forget
26.
to show up your screen. Yeah, to let us see your beautiful and handsome face. Okay, so we hope that.
Namaste.
Yeah. Oh, no. Namaste.
I'm from
Namaste.
India and Nepali. I'm from Malaysia also.
I can't see that face. Please show up your face on the screen. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to show up your face.
Is that your name, Manish, right? Am I correct? Am I pronounced correctly? Manish?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Manish. And Mustafa, right? I saw you last week. No, not last week. Last time. Gustav, is that correct? Am I correct? Okay,
Yes.
thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So we still have the regular customer.
Okay. So now we almost get to the right time. Don't make sure that you show up your face, your beautiful face, everyone. So may I introduce, before we meet our teaching monks, please let me introduce our teaching monks who are going to conduct the ceremony tonight to you. His name is Venerable Kittipong Hemmawangso, Wangsa 12, the Deputy of Shelf International Relations Divisions, International Relations Department of Wat Pratamagaya. Therefore, after he is present, I would like to invite all of you to pay respect to him before following our guidance. But next, may I invite you all to know about the Asalha Puja Day from the videos. So please, let's enjoy the video.
Okay, so may I invite everyone to raise your hands in the prayer position and pay respect to Venerable by bowing 3 times together. Please bow, bow, bow.
ทำไมก่อนทางโน้นนะตอนนี้ซูม
หลวงพี่เริ่มได้เลยครับ
เริ่มเลยนะโอเค so
หลวงพี่กิติพงษ์เริ่มได้เลยครับได้ยินไหมครับ
ได้ยินละนะโมพุทธายะ everyone นะโมพุทธายะ and Sukisima JB and Mangalaba how many country nations in this video in this group India Nepal and Myanmar right? Okay, I would like all of you to pay homage to the triple gem together first. อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธภควาพุทธังภควันตังอภิวาเทมิสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโมธัมมังนามัสสามิสุปฏิปันโนภควโตสาวกสังโฆสังฆังนะมามินันทมยังพุทธัสสะภควโตอุปภาคณมการังกรุมาเสนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะFirst of all, may I share the merit of 2 months meditation retreat in Vipassana Hall and rejoice on your merit of practicing meditation together. I will have a meditation retreat at the same place again in the rain retreat season. And rain retreat program beginning a day tomorrow, 3-month period where seeker of the spiritual part engage in more intensive spiritual training to increase the time of practicing meditation or to abstain in more intensive spiritual training for abstain from intoxicant. And I invite you to embark on the rewarding 3-month journey toward the self-development and cultivate inner peace by engaging daily meditative practice. So today, I will show the story of the Asalha Puja day. So let me show the picture of Asalha Puja day so that you can picture the story easily. Share the screen. Yeah, I would like to share the screen. There's no menu for sharing the screen. So Asalha Puja Day is another important day in Buddhism. It's fall on the 15th waxing moon day of the 8th lunar month, for event took the place during the time of the Buddha as follows. First, it was the day of the Buddha first sermon to the 5 ascetics in the forest of the Isipatana Taiwan, near the Varanasi. And the second is was the day of the Buddha's first disciple named Gondanya became enlightened as the first stream winner. Third is what the day of the first Buddha monk. The monk was Gondanya after he became the stream winner. So he requests an ordination. Our Buddha ordained him as the first monk in the Buddhism. Fourth, it is the birth date of the triple gem, which include the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the first witness to the Buddha enlightenment occur. This is complete the Buddhahood. So I cannot scroll it. So and after the Buddha enlightenment, he spent a period of 7 weeks immersed in the bliss of the emancipation. After the blissful period, he was concerned that his enlightened knowledge was so deep and that it would be difficult for being thick with the defilement to follow. The Brahma king Sahampodi knew of the Buddha concern and requested him to give the sermon because that were still being with the less dirt in their eyes. With this great compassion, the Buddha employed the Buddha vision to check for the being that were still trapped in the 3 worlds. He saw that there are beings of low defilements and some still stick with them. There were some whose merit was vast and others were still small. Some were easy to teach, others were not. Like the lotus plant that grew in the water, some grew in the deep water, some were near the surface, and some were almost out of the water. Some were not ready to bloom, some were ready just like being that could be taught. The Lord Buddha finally agreed that the Brahma king request. And after the Brahma king depart, the Buddha began to consider to whom he should give the first sermon. He could penetrate the Dharma readily. He considered the ascetic Arala and Uddaka, who were brilliant and their defilement has been kept very low for the long while. They would be able to penetrate the Dharma quickly once they heard his sermons. Once the celestial being knew the Buddha intention, he descended from his celestial castle to inform the Buddha that both ascetic has already died. The Buddha checked and found out that both ascetic had been indeed dead. He thought that it was indeed their great misfortune, because if they could only hear the Dharma, they would penetrate it immediately. And afterward, he considered that the 5 ascetics who were once very good to him, he had attended to him while he was still a bodhisattva. Therefore, he went to see them at the forest. And when the ascetic spot the Buddha from afar, they agree with one another. Fellow, this monk, Gautama is greedy. He has stopped practicing self-modification and is coming here because of the greed. We will not pay him respect. We will not get up to greet him. We will not take his arm bowls and his robe for him. We will only prepare the cushion and just in case of he want to sit down. Once the Buddha arrived, the Buddha power caused them to forget their agreement. They all got up and greet the exalted one. One took his arm bowls and robes, another prepared the cushion seat, one prepared the food bath, another placed the footstool by the seat, and one present to the Buddha a foot drying tie. And Buddha sat at the cushion, then washed his feet. After having welcomed to the exalted one, the ascetic addressed him improperly by using his name and inferior title. And the Buddha forbade the ascetic by saying, "Behold, ascetic, you must not address me by the name, by the inferior title. Behold, the Tathagata is the Arahata and have already attained enlightenment on my own. Pay attention, I have penetrated the Dharma. I shall teach. Once you have practiced according to my teaching, soon you will penetrate incomparable benefit, which is the ultimate of the holy life." After the Buddha said this word, the ascetic has immediately a reaction. Young Gautama once practiced the self-modification and could not even attain enlightenment. Now that you are become greedy and lax, how is possible that you have attained the enlightenment and become the Buddha? And after the ascetic expressed their view, the Buddha said, "Behold, ascetics, the Tathagata is not greedy, nor am lax. I'm here not because of greed. Behold, the Tathagata is the Arahat and has attained the enlightenment on my own. Pay attention, I have penetrated the Dharma. I shall teach. Once you practice according to my teaching, soon you will penetrate an incomparable benefit, which is the ultimate of their holy life." And the exalted one repeat this word 3 times. The Buddha continued, "Behold, this word just uttered has never been spoken
Excuse me, Fante. Would you please unmute? Ven.Kittipong ครับ Would you
Okay.
please unmute?
อ๋อขออภัยพอดีฮัลโหลได้ยินหรือยังเอ่ย
ได้
อ๋อ
ได้ยินแล้วครับผม
Okay, copy
อ๋อ
that.
พอดีภาพมันต้องเป็นโฮสใช่ไหมถึงจะแชร์สกรีนได้ตอนแรกลองเช็คดูมันแชร์สกรีนไม่ได้แล้วมันต้องเปิดภาพเดี๋ยว
หลวงพี่ now you are co-host, you can share screen.
มันไม่มีเมนูแชร์สกรีนอ่ะแช
Share
ร์ได้แต่โฟโต้แชร์เดี๋ยวเมื่อกี้กดตอนแรกมันมีแชร์สกรีนตอนนี้มันไม่มีแชร์สกรีนไม่เป็นไรเดี๋ยวก็เมื่อกี้นี่ไม่ได้ยินเสียงเลยใช่ไหมฮัลโหลเมื่อกี้
ไม่ได้ยินครับผมไม่ได้ยิน
เมื่อกี้ไม่ได้ยินเลยใช่ไหม
Yes we cannot hear you ครับกันเต
โอเคเดี๋ยวเอางี้แล้วกันเดี๋ยวเปิดเป็นวิดีโอไปแล้วกันวิดีโอของอาสาฬบูชากันก็ได้แล้วก็เดี๋ยวนั่งสมาธิก็ได้พอดีมีปัญหาทางเทคนิคนิดหนึ่งเมื่อกี้ซ้อมไว้แล้วมันไม่เป็นไปตามซ้อมเดี๋ยวเปิดวิดีโอของอาสาฬบูชาเลยก็ได้มีไหม
มีครับเดี๋ยวเปิดให้ครับ
เปิด
Okay, so everyone, we do apologize for the inconvenience of my course because of the technician. So we're gonna play the video to let you know about the history of the
Asalha Puja Day is another important day in Buddhism.
Okay, let's enjoy the videos together. Thank you.
Of the 8th waxing moon. 4 events took place during the times of our Lord Buddha. First, it was the day of our Lord Buddha's first sermon to the 5 ascetics in Isipatana Marukatayawan forest near Benares. Second, it was the day of our Lord Buddha's first disciple. His name was Gondana. He became enlightened as the first dream winner. Third, it was the day of the first Buddhist monk. The monk was Gondana. After he had become a stream winner, he requested an ordination. Our Lord Buddha ordained him as the first monk in Buddhism. Fourth, it is the birth date of the Triple Gem, which includes the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the monks. The first witness to the Buddha's enlightenment had occurred. This completed the Lord Buddha's Buddhahood. It meant that the Buddha did not attain enlightenment and kept the knowledge to himself like a silent Buddha. Asalha Puja Day had its beginning after the Buddha's enlightenment. He spent a period of 7 weeks immersed in the bliss of emancipation. After this blissful period, he was concerned that his enlightened knowledge would be so deep and so profound that it might be difficult for beings that are thick with defilements to follow. The Brahma king Sahambadi knew of the Buddha's concern and requested him to give a sermon because there were still beings with less dirt in their eyes. With his great compassion, the Lord Buddha employed the Buddha vision to check all the beings that were still trapped in the three worlds. He saw that there were beings of low defilements and some still thick with them. There were some whose merit was vast and others were still small. Some were easy to teach, others were not. Like the lotus plants that grew in the water. Some grew in deep water, some were near the surface, some were almost out of the water, some were not ready to bloom, and some were ready just like beings that could be taught. The Lord Buddha finally agreed to the Brahma king's request. After the Brahma king departed, the Lord Buddha began to consider to whom he should give his first sermon. Who could penetrate the Dhamma readily? He considered the ascetics Alara and Uddaka, who were brilliant and their defilements had long been kept very low. They would be able to penetrate the Dhamma quickly once they heard his sermon. One celestial being knew of the Lord Buddha's intention. He descended from his celestial castle to inform the Lord Buddhas that both ascetics had already been dead. The Lord Buddha checked and found out that both of them had been dead. He thought that it was indeed their great misfortune, because if they had heard the Dhamma, they would have penetrated it immediately. Afterward, he considered the 5 ascetics who were once very good to him. They had attended to him when he was still a bodhisattva. Therefore, he went to see them at the forest. When the ascetics spotted the Lord Buddha from afar, they agreed among one another, "Fellows, this monk Gotama is greedy. He has stopped practicing self-mortification and is coming here because of greed. Here he comes. We will not pay him respect. We will not get up to greet him. And we will not take his alms bowl and his robe for him. We will only prepare a cushioned seat, just in case he wants to sit down." Once the Lord Buddha arrived, the Buddha power caused them to forget their agreement. They all got up to greet him. One took his alms bowl and robe. Another prepared a cushioned seat. One prepared a food bath. Another placed a footstool by the seat. And one presented to the Buddha a foot drying tile. The Lord Buddha sat on the cushioned seat and then washed his feet. After having welcomed the Exalted One, the ascetics addressed him inappropriately by using his name and an inferior title. Then the Lord Buddha forbade the ascetics by saying, "Behold, ascetics, you must not address me by my name or by using an inferior title. Behold, the Tathagata, I am an arahant and I have already attained enlightenment on my own. Pay attention, I shall teach, and I have penetrated the Dhamma. Once you have practiced according to my teaching, soon you will penetrate an incomparable benefit. which is the ultimate of the holy life. After the Lord Buddha said these words, the ascetics had an immediate reaction. Young Gotama, you once practiced self-mortification and could not even then attain enlightenment. Now that you've become greedy and lax, how is it possible that you have attained enlightenment and become a Buddha? After the ascetics expressed their view, the Lord Buddha said, "Behold, ascetics, the Tathagata is not greedy, nor is he lax. He is here not because of greed. Behold, the Tathagata is an arahant and has attained enlightenment on his own. Pay attention. I have penetrated the Dhamma. I shall teach. Once you have practiced according to my teaching, soon you will penetrate an incomparable benefit, which is the ultimate of the holy life." The Exalted One repeated these words 3 times. The Lord Buddha continued, "Behold, these words that were just uttered have never been spoken before. This is the very first time." Once the ascetics heard the Lord Buddha's confirmation, they were then willing to listen and pay attention to his sermon. The Lord Buddha's first sermon to the 5 ascetics were about 2 things that monks should never practice. First, being involved in all forms of sensual pleasure. This lowly nature belongs to commoners, to ordinary people. It does not belong to holy individuals. It has no benefit. Second, the practice of self-mortification is not the practice of holy individuals. It has no benefit. The Lord Buddha then pressed the middle path, which led him to attain enlightenment. It includes the Noble Eightfold Path and the Four Noble Paths. At the end of the sermon, the ascetic Gondanja understood what he heard and became enlightened as a stream winner. He was able to attain the Dhammagaya. Therefore, this event marked the completion of the Triple Gem. As a result of the first sermon, celestial beings in every realm, from Earth's sprites to the Brahma beings, all sang the Lord Buddha's praises. The sound resonated through tens of thousands of universes, and an incomparable brightness pervaded everywhere as a result of the celestial powers. We have now learned something about Asalha Puja Day. All of us Buddhists should deepen our faith in the Triple Gem and be determined to practice meditation so that we can attain the Dhammagaya quickly.
So as the importance of Asalha Puja Day, we realize that when they want to study each subject well and understood it deeply, they have to know the core of the subject. For example, they want to study advanced mathematics. They have to remember the multiplication table. Likewise, they want to study advanced likewise, when they want to study Dhamma well, they have to study the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta. Our forebear understood that this thing well, so when Asalha Puja Day arrived, they prefer to go to the temple and listen to the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra to revise all Buddha Dhamma and which we could understand and appreciate more. And another aspect is whether we do so for whether personal or public benefit. We must have the clear principle for the follower, and that principle should correspond with the Dharma principle Buddhism. In addition, we should do it in practical until this good principle become the good habit, which we make ourselves and our company and our nation thrive and be peaceful. For Asalha Puja Day in this year, Buddhists should worship the Buddha by offering the alms and practicing the Dharma, especially Dharma in the content of Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra, which is the Noble Eightfold Path. Today is very special, so we have come tonight to honor the Buddha and to commemorate the beginning of the Noble Triple Gems. Therefore, let us meditate together. So we shall begin by sitting properly and simply close your eye. And do it gently, not by force. Relax the whole muscle of the face. Relax your eyelids, not before the eyebrows. Relax the muscle of your cheek, both cheeks and lips. Be easy and comfortable, and wearing a little smile, the smile of contentment. Then let the stream of relaxation flood into your whole body. Relax and relax. With the eye closed, you can feel the simply relax. We must close our eye first, because any sight that the eye takes could vibrate or stimulate our feeling. And only you yourself can create the peacefulness. Peacefulness arises from your inside, not by the others. So, to gain peace is firstly upon yourself. And please do take a deep breath by gently in and slowly out. With the deep breath, you can feel the turning point. The turning point of the breath. It is the center of the body. This is where the middle way exists within ourselves. Let's feel it, experience it again and again. Let us picture ourselves being in the audience with the Buddha. Feeling as if we are in his presence. Imagine that we are listening to his first sermon. Feeling the blessing of the Buddha showering upon us with the great bliss and joy. Realize how fortunate and special we are to be in his audience. Let our whole being absorb the blessing of the Buddha and Dharma. And slowly, we bring our mind back inside. Right there in the middle of the abdomen. Feel as if the Buddha is within you. His grace radiates from your center. Look at the Buddha within yourself. Feeling that you are being as one with the Buddha. Each and every moment you are with the Buddha, the mind becomes purer and brighter. The blessing of the Buddha purify your mind. The blessing of the Dharma cleanse your soul. Let your mind stay as one with the as we have now become as one with the Buddha. Let us slow feeling His blessing running through our body from top to toes. Feeling that you are in the grace of the Triple Gem. Appreciate it, touched by it. Allow your mind to go deeper into the purity. deeper into the brightness and deeper into the hidden wisdom inside the mind.สัพเพพุทธาภรัปตาปัจเจกานันจะยังพรังอรหันตานันจะเตเชนะรักขันธันทาวิสัพพโสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสติภวันตุเต
สาธุ
So just let's record the merit by opening the video scoop. Yes, for the last year, we organized the three big punya program. The first is the ordination program for 222 novices in the original place of the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra. And the second one is the lantern lighting ceremony to pay homage to the triple gem in the Isipatana Mrikataya one. And the last one is the Pindapata mass psalm offering in the Varanasi in Saranam. So let's see and record the merit and rejoice the merit together of this program.
come closer to that view. That radiating the light of Dharma. With our mind, become one with the Buddha inside. With the blessing of the Buddha,
रोशनी हो बुद्ध के घर की, हा 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 हा, जब तुम ऊंचा उड़ोगे गगन के उस पार, तुम नई दुनिया बनाओगी। I love you India, India I love you। तुम जान लो, बात मान लो। I love you India, India I love you। ये जान लो, ये मान लो, बुद्ध के घर की तुम रोशनी हो। तुम हो विश्वास, विश्वास हो सबका, ख्वाब हो तुम, ख्वाब भारत का। तुम हो विश्वास, विश्वास हो सबका, ख्वाब हो तुम, ख्वाब भारत का। प्रेम और शांति से झूमेगा भारत, झूमेगा भारत खुशियों से। I love you India, India I love you। तुम जान लो, बात मान लो। I love you India, India I love you। ये जान लो, ये मान लो, बुद्ध के घर की तुम रोशनी हो। I love you India, India I love you। तुम जान लो, बात मान लो। I love you India, India I love you। ये जान लो, ये मान लो, बुद्ध के घर की तुम रोशनी हो, रोशनी हो।
साधु साधु।
मैं हूँ एक दिया, रोशनी से जगमगाता। मैं हूँ चमचमाता, हमें भी झिलमिलाता। मैं हूँ एक दिया, रोशनी से जगमगाता। मैं
Sadhu, sadhu. So how this two video can inspire all of you to organize this kind of program as a traditional event in your own place. And the next program will have the lantern lighting ceremony. So feel as if you are in the original place of the triple gem. Okay?
State of peace and purity. Next is the ceremony of lighting Asalha candles.
หมดแล้ว
Everyone can hear me, right? Okay, so we will continue lighting the candles, the light of peace, and pay homage to the Lord Buddha. Please bring your candles, your lanterns, and you may turn off or dim the electronic lights in your room. All of us are here to practice meditation together, to follow the Buddha's path, the middle way, and we will join together to light up the Asalha candle as a way to worship the Buddha, Dhamma.
So now is an auspicious time for all of us to light up the candles. May I invite Venerable Kittipong Hemmawangso, the representative monk of this congregation, to start lighting up the Asalha candles. May everyone rest your hands in prayer position. Focus your mind at the center of your bodies. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
For the triple gem.
And now I would like to invite everyone to light up your candles.
Candlelight, I'm a kind of brilliant light. I am like a glorious light. My mind inside is candle bright. I am the candlelight.
The light of the meritorious deed leads us to enlightenment and enable us to overcome all obstacles in life. May the light of Dharma radiate infinitely to enrich all the sentient beings, and may the Dharma light lead us all the way through our life until reaching the utmost of Dharma, which is our true goal.
The darkness, the candlelight of my mind shines gloriously. Come where you come. Come to light the candle, bathe the sky in golden light. I am the candlelight. I'm a kind of brilliant light. I am like a glorious light. My mind inside is candle bright. Come we all come to intensify our light. Come and gather and add to the candlelight. the darkness from my mind, bathing all lives into gold. I am the candlelight. I'm a kind of brilliant light. I am like a glorious light. My mind inside is candle bright.
Sadhu, sadhu.
So now please turn on your light and we'll take a group photo together. So please still hold up the candle on your hand.
ก็เปิดไฟ
Keep
Okay.
holding
Please holding
at
the
your
candle
chest
for a
position.
while.
Okay, let's our technician to take our group photos together for one moment.
Okay, we will count in 5 seconds. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, sadhu. The Buddhas once said, the middle path brings about the insight, knowledge brings about divine eyes, liberate us from defilements and to end suffering. Next is the ceremony of chanting the Buddha's first teaching, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra or Dhammacak. Please join your palms in a prayer position. Calm your mind at the center of your body and chanting Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra together.
Ewa me sutang Ekang samayang bhakawang paranasiyang viharati isipatane mikhathaye tatrako bhakawa pancawakhiye bhikkhu amante sithawe me bhikkhawe anta papachite nanase vitapayo jayang kame sukama sukhallikanu yoko hino kammo poto chaniko anariyo anathasanhito yo jayang attakilamatthanu yoko tukko anariyo anathasanhito ete te bhikkhawe upo ante anupakamma chimma patipatha tathakatena api sambuddha jakukaraniya nakarani upasamaya apinyaya sambuddhaya nippanaya samvatati katama jasa bhikkhawe machima patipatha tathakatena api sambuddha jakukaraniya nakarani ปสัมมายะอภิญญายะสัมโพธายะนิพพานายะสังวัตติอะยเมวะอริโยอาทังคิโกมาโคสัยยทิทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีโวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิอายังโคสาภิกขเวมัชฌิมาปฏิปทาตถาคเตนะอภิสัมพุทธาจักขุกรณีญาณกรณีอุปสัมมายะอภิญญายะสัมโพธายะนิพพานายะสังวัตติอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขังอริยสัจจังชาติปิทุกขาชราปิทุกขามรณะปิทุกขังโสกปริเทวทุกขโทมนัสสุปายาสาปิทุกขาอาปิเยหิสัมปโยโคทุกโขปิเยหิวิปโยโคทุกโขยัมปิชังนลปฏิตัมปิทุกขังสังขิเตนะปัญจุปาทานาขันธาทุกขาอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังยายังตัณหาโปโนภวิกานันทิราคสหคตาตาตระตาตราภินันทินีสัยยทิทังกามตัณหาภวตัณหาวิภวตัณหาอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังโยตัสสะเยวตัณหายะเสสวิราคนิโรโธจาโคปฏินิสสะโคโมติอนาลโยอิทังโคปนะภิกขเวทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังอะยเมวะอริโยอาทังคิโกมาโคสัยยทิทังสัมมาทิฏฐิสัมมาสังกัปโปสัมมาวาจาสัมมากัมมันโตสัมมาอาชีโวสัมมาวายาโมสัมมาสติสัมมาสมาธิอิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญายันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขังอริยสัจจังปริญญาตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธัมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิอิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพ อนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทปปาทิญาณังอุทปปาทิปัญญาอุทปปาทิวิชชาอุทปปาทิอาโลโกอุทปปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปหาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขสมุทัยโยอริยสัจจังปะหินันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกาตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรโธอริยสัจจังสัจฉิกตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิอิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาเวตาพันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิตังโคปนิทังทุกขนิโรธคามินีปฏิปทาอริยสัจจังภาวิตันติเมภิกขเวปุเพอนันโนสุเตสุธรรมเมสุจักขุงอุทธปาทิญาณังอุทธปาทิปัญญาอุทธปาทิวิชชาอุทธปาทิอาโลโกอุทธปาทิยาวกีวันจะเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยถาภูตังญาณทัสสนังนสุวิสุทธังอโหสิเนวตาวาหังภิกขเวสเทวเกโลเกสมาระเกสพรหมเกสสมณพรหมนิยาปชายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสั มโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงยโตจะโคเมภิกขเวอิเมสุจตุสุอริยสัจเจสุเอวันติปริวัตตังทวาทสาการังยะคาภูตังญาณทัสสนังสุวิสุทธังอโหสิอัฏฐาหังภิกขเวสเกวะเกโลเกสมาลเกสพรหมเกสสมณพรหมนิยาปชายสเทวมนุสายอนุตตรังสัมมาสัมโพธิงอภิสัมพุทโธปัจจัญญาสิงญาณัญจปนเมทัสสนังอุทปปาทิอกุปปาเมวิมุตติอายมันติมาชาตินาติธานิปุนาภโวติอิธรรมโวจะภควาอาตมนาปัญจวัคคียาภิกขุภควโตภาสิตังอภินันทุงอิมาสมิงจะปนวัยยากรณาสมิงพันยมาเนอายาสมโตโกนทัญญาสวิรชังวิตมลังธรรมจักขุงอุทปปาทิยังกินจิสมุทัยธรรมังสัพพันตังนิโรธธรรมันติปวัตติเตจะภควตาธรรมจักเกภูมิมาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภาลานาสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจักกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัติยังสมเนนวาพระมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพระมุนาวาเกณจิวาโลกัสมิติภูมานังเอวานังสัทธังสุตวาจาตุมหาราชิกาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงจาตุมหาราชิกานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตาวติงสาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงตาวติงสานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวายามาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงยามานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาตุสิตาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงตุสิตานังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวานิมมานรติเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงนิมมานรตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาปรนิมมิตวสวัตติเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงปรนิมมิตวสวัตตินังเทวานังสัทธังสุตวาพรหมกายิกาเทวาสัทธมโนสาเวสุงเอตัมภควตาภาราณสิยังอิสิปตเนมิคทาเยอนุตตรังธรรมจักกังปวัตติตังอาปฏิวัติยังสมเนนวาพระมเนนวาเทเวนวามาเรนวาพระมุนาวาเกณจิวาโลกัสมินติอิติหเตนะคะเนนะเตนะโมโหเตนะยาวะพระมโลกาสัตโตอาภุคาจิ ติอายัญจทัสสะสหัสสีโลกธาตุสังกัมปิสัมปะกัมปิสัมปะเวทิอัปปมาโนจะโอลาโลโอภาโสโลเกปาตุระโหสิอติกัมเมวะเทวานังเทวานุภาวังอัตถโคภควาอุทานังอุทานเนสิอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยอัญญาสิวัตโพโกนทันโยติติทังอายสัมมโตโกนทันยาสอัญญาโกนทันโยตเววนามังอาโหสิติ
สาธุสาธุสาธุ So before the end of the ceremony tonight, may I invite Venerable Kittipong Hemmawangso lead the verses of spreading loving kindness for us.
สัพเพสัตโต May all the living beings that share the same suffering as us,
That share the same suffering as us,
of birth, illness,
of birth, illness, and death,
and death,
will
be happy.
be happy.
May all be free from enmity.
May all be free from enmity.
Sapphe satta.
Sapphe satta.
May all living beings
May all living beings
that share the same suffering as us,
that share the same suffering as us,
of birth, illness, and death,
of birth, illness, and death,
Abhayapacha,
Abhayapacha,
be happy.
be happy.
May all be free from oppression.
May all be free from oppression.
Sapphe satta.
Sapphe satta.
May all living beings
May all living beings
that share the same suffering as us,
that share the same suffering as us,
of birth, illness, and death,
of birth, illness, and death,
Anika,
Anika,
be happy.
be happy.
May all be free from pain and anxiety.
May all be free from pain and anxiety.
Sapphe satta.
Sapphe satta.
May all living beings
May all living beings
that share the same suffering as us,
that share the same suffering as us,
of birth, illness, and death,
of birth, illness, and death,
Sukhiyatanang pariharantu,
Sukhi atanang pariharantu,
be healthy and happy.
be healthy and happy.
May all look after themselves
May all look after themselves
and free themselves from all suffering.
and free themselves from all suffering.
May those of you
May those of you
who are in the suffering
who are in the suffering
be free from suffering.
be free from suffering.
May those of you who are happy
May those of you who are happy
be even happier.
be even happier.
Sapphe satta.
Sapphe satta.
May all living beings
May all living beings
born from AIDS,
born from AIDS,
born from womb,
born from womb,
born from moisture,
born from moisture,
born from spontaneously,
born spontaneously,
receive the fruit of our merits.
receive the fruit of our merits.
Each and every single being,
Each and every single being.
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
So, may all the merit you have done from practicing meditation, leading the lantern lighting ceremony in homage to the Buddha, and chanting the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutra to celebrate 2.4 billion times, lead you to be healthy and wealthy and prosperous. May all your wish be fulfilled at ease. May all of you be free from suffering, from danger, and from the illness. And once you meditate, may all of you attain the inner peace, attain the Dhamma inside yourself.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So please pay respect to Venerable by bowing 3 times together. Bow, bow, bow,